So I've been watching tons of Jonas Brothers content on Disney Plus, and I have so much to say. So first I watched their show Jonas, and then I watched their concert film, Jonas Brothers The 3D Concert Experience. Now in their show Jonas, each Jonas Brother plays a fictionalized version of themselves. Of course the characters are rock stars like they're actors, but they're also in high school. And at this point in time, I'm pretty sure Nick was the only one actually still in high school, because he was 16 when the show started. Anyways, in this show, each Jonas Brother has a specific personality. Joe is the self-centered one, Nick is the smart and sensitive one, and Kevin is the ditzy one. But according to the tiny little disclaimer at the end of each episode, these do not reflect the boys' actual personalities. Now everyone at their school knows who the Jonas Brothers are because they formed a famous band called Jonas. They got Nick on drums, Kevin on bass, and Joe as the lead vocalist. Now, to help them balance life as famous rock stars and high school students, they have their father, who is their manager and handles everything that has to do with their famous side. And then they have their mother, who pretty much handles everything to do with their regular teenage side. Wait, actually, their dad does that too, so yeah. Now, while the Jonas Brothers are actually playing themselves in this show, their actual parents are not playing their parents on this show. They just hired some cool actors. However, the youngest Jonas brother, Frankie Jonas, does have a recurring role as himself throughout the show. Now, Joe, Nick, and Kevin also have some friends who help them balance their crazy life, one of which is longtime friend Stella Malone, who is played by Chelsea Staub. And Stella is no different from all of the characters that Chelsea has played on Disney. She's a fashionista, she designs her own clothes, and I'm happy she does because their school has the ugliest uniforms I've ever seen, especially for the girls. Now in one episode, Stella designed an entire sports team's uniform, and on top of all of that, she designs the Jonas Brothers' wardrobe on a regular basis. She even hooked them up with a machine that automatically chooses outfits for them. And then there's Stella's best friend Macy, who is the #1 Jonas fan. She's even the president of their fan club. Macy is also very good at sports and very bad at singing. Now, the show Jonas has 2 seasons, and after I got done watching season 1, I was pleasantly surprised, because I've heard about the show before and I've seen clips online, and I always thought the show was pretty bad, but after watching season 1, I was like, sure, the show has its bad moments, like when they sang that song about that pizza girl, but overall, I thought the show was alright after watching season 1, and the show, in my opinion, is very much like Big Time Rush. It's actually a lot like Big Time Rush. Anyways, after watching season 1 of Jonas, I thought the show was okay, and then I saw Jonas LA, which by the way is the second season of the show, and season 2 is spectacular. Like, season 1 was good, but season 2 blew me away for days. I was like, the rumors are true. Season 2 really is that good. They even redid the theme song and everything. Also, this season takes place in the summer at the Jonas Brothers' summer home in LA, as opposed to during the school year at their parents' house in somewhere USA. Also, all the boys had glow-ups. Joe was looking good in them glasses. Then Stella and Macy come and they had glow-ups too. Stella is now rocking the bob cut. Anyways, the girls stay with Stella's weird aunt, who has probably been dumped by many rock stars in her life, because she always warns the girls, specifically Stella, not to date rock stars, and Joe just so happens to be one. Also, during this season, everyone has an arc, whereas in season 1, it was just a bunch of random episodes with no overarching story. I mean, in the season 1 finale, they did leave to go on a summer tour, so maybe the whole season was building up to that. Anyways, in season 2, the brothers are still a band, but they're each working on their own side projects. Joe is trying to become a movie actor, Nick is working on his solo music career, and Kevin is trying to become a director. Also, there's a lot more love in this season. Nick and Macy have a thing going on, but so do Joe and Stella. Nick and Macy's relationship developed quite quickly, but Joe and Stella took forever to get together. And then they finally made it official after Joe chased Stella at the airport, which is such a classic trope. So yeah, both Joe and Nick got girlfriends by the end of Jonas LA, and Kevin got a car. Yeah, so all throughout the show, I kept finding myself saying, poor Kevin, cause bad things always happen to him. In season 1, things fell apart between him and his only love interest. Then he got punched in the eye, and also outside of the show, it was always clear that people, not me, but people like Joe and Nick more than Kevin. And I would say poor Kevin again now because his brothers got girlfriends and he just got a car. But that's a really nice car, so Kevin wins. Also, along with better stories, better looks, and better music, season 2 also gave us a ton of guest stars including Adam Hicks, China Ann McClain, David Henry, Emily Osment, and Emma Roberts, just to name a few. Now let's move on to the best songs from this show in my opinion. Number 1, L.A. Baby, parentheses, Where Dreams Are Made Of. That's it. That's the only song I can remember really liking. I mean, other than the theme song. And speaking of music, let's talk about the Jonas Brothers concert film, Jonas Brothers, the 3D concert experience. Now, prior to this, the only concert film I've ever seen before was the Best of Both Worlds concert film, in which the Jonas Brothers also make an appearance. But this concert film blows the Best of Both Worlds concert film out of the water, in my opinion. Sorry, Hannah Montana. First of all, the film starts with the Jonas Brothers bodyguard, Big Man, waking them up. Now, originally I thought Big Man was just a character they had as their bodyguard on their Disney show, but no, apparently he's their bodyguard in real life. Anyways, Big Man gets them up and then drives the boys to their concert. Then they get mobbed by a bunch of screaming fans, so Big Man gets out and tries to hold them back while the Jonas Brothers crawl out through the sunroof and eventually just start booking it to try to escape the fans. Anyways, the boys make it to their concert in time, and then they perform a bunch of songs that I didn't recognize, but I was still dancing along. Joe and Nick did some backflips. The boys sang This Is Me with Demi Lovato, who is so vocally gifted. Also, they performed Should Have Said No by Taylor Swift with Taylor Swift. And then I saw her singing with Joe, which was very hard for me to watch because we all know how that relationship ended. Anyways, the concert film was great. They had random segments like the fake Jonas Brothers that would go out and greet fans when the real Jonas Brothers were too busy to. Also, the one song of theirs that they performed at their concert that I recognized was Burnin' Up. Anyways, that's it for my video. I am so Jonased out. These boys are so talented, and I'm glad they're still making music together today. And people, when you talk about the Jonas Brothers, please don't forget Kevin, and please don't forget Frankie. Also, what are your favorite songs from the Joe Bros? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all of my socials. And go listen to L.A. Baby. Your ears will thank me later. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.